Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of 401k Real Talk. This is Fred Barstein, contributing editor at wealthmanagement.com's RPA Edge and CEO at Trow, TPSU, and 401k TV. I review all of last week's stories and select the most important and interesting ones, providing open, honest, and candid discussion you will not get anywhere else. So let's get real. First story, has 401k litigation gone too far? Though 403b and 401k lawsuits have forced the DC industry to up their game and be more sensitive to conflicts of interest, Morningstar showed how recent litigation has put plan sponsors in an untenable position. 10 lawsuits against plans using Blackrock's Lifepath investments have alleged that the plans have favored low-cost funds at the expense of performance. And though Blackrock's two funds performed well overall, they did not fare as well as through funds, which is to be expected. These lawsuits, if successful, could put plans and their advisors in the position of fortune telling using past performance versus conducting a prudent fiduciary process. Next story, short of the RPA industry coming together to provide uniform data to advisors, which does not seem likely, some distributors like Morgan Stanley are taking matters into their own hands. Their recently announced corporate retirement portal allows their advisors to view plans and participant data for held-away assets, allowing for uniform participant engagement and investment management while providing cyber protection. The word is that Morgan is favoring record keepers willing to share participant data, a trend likely to grow among other broker-dealers, with major partnerships with Vestwell and Empower announced last year. Next story, with the acquisition of Direct Advisors, a $600 million firm focused on prevailing wage plans for non-union construction companies, Hub is leveraging their strong construction industry division to cross-sell. And while the promise of accessing DC participants may be driving long-term RPA valuations, but may take some time to come to fruition, opportunities to sell integrated benefits and insurance today are real. Next story, in their sold-out Wealthies Award dinner last week with over 1,000 nominations, wealthmanagement.com recognized the best of the best providers that service financial advisors. And in their continuing commitment to the RPA market, which started this year with their launch of RPA Edge Omnichannel, your host for 401k Real Talk, the RPA Industry Awards were expanded. Winners this year included Joe DeNoyer, Aggregator CEO of the Year, Morningstar for their advisor-managed accounts, John Hancock Advisor Services, Vestwell for Technology, and Franklin Templeton, DCIO. The RPA industry needs to embrace the convergence of wealth, retirement, and benefits at work, and the only media and event company able and willing to foster this initiative is wealthmanagement.com. Be sure to nominate yourself next year and participate in these critical awards. Finally, my last RPA Edge column, which exploded on LinkedIn with over 5,000 views, outlined the opportunities and challenges facing the 401k market, which were discussed in depth at the recent broker-dealer and record-keeper roundtables by industry thought leaders. Though the industry faces many weighty and real issues like lawsuits, data access, clunky technology, and over-regulations, the opportunity are much greater, including 110 million participant accounts, 23 trillion in IRA and DC plans, the potential explosion of the small market business, and of course, the convergence of wealth, retirement, and benefits at work. Exciting times to be part of this industry, but in order to move forward, we have to get real and face the issues confronting us. So those are the most important and interesting stories from the past week. I listed a few other stories I thought were worth viewing, especially my interview with T. Rowe Price's record-keeping head, Kevin Collins, on 401k Real Chat on whether providers need to control their front end and back end, and how record keepers can support advisors' participant services. Please let me know if I missed anything or if you have any comments. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking to you next week on 401k Real Talk.